Hey guys, this is Doja from NTD, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about a lot of things, or maybe a few things. I don't know. Let's see where this goes. Happy New Month, by the way. You are definitely listening to this in the month of March, so even if it's the 25th of March, a new month is a new month. So, yeah, Happy New Month. And I did not start this with this Happy New Month actually, but as custom demands, as society demands, on the first day of the month, you're supposed to Happy New Month is the greeting that flies around. So there you have it. Feels like an exciting month. March feels exciting, and for one of the reasons, right, I am excited about this month is the lineup of movies and TV shows that Nollywood has for us. From Netflix to Prime Video to Showmax, there's to cinemas. There's lots of things that you know they have in store for us. Let me just list out a few. So there's Annie Kulapo. Annie Kulapo is I don't when did Annie Kulapo come out? I think 2022, 2023. I don't remember. 2023. I don't remember. But like this is like this one is not going to be there's going to be episode one, episode two. What do you call those things? Seasonal episodic. I don't know. But yeah, there's Annie Kulapo. There's Flossom. Flossom already started coming out, but they'll be bringing out more episodes in this month of March. Then there's Blood and Water. Blood and Water is the South African series on Netflix. I'm sure most people have seen it. So season 4 is coming out this March. Then there's Iwaju. I think Iwaju aired on the 28th of February. That's like 2 days ago. That's the Disney film, Disney animation that's set in Lagos with like Nigerian characters and all of that. And then there's the Rainmakers. The Rainmakers is this movie I just saw by this guy. Nee is the one that produced, directed. I can't remember now, but he did. The guy is a good guy. Like he's really, really good. So he did one of those really, really popular movies. How can I not remember any movie? But Rainmakers is coming out this March. So like there's a whole lineup of movies. And it's so exciting to know that I'm just going to sit back when I'm done with my exams. Because yes, I have exams this March. When I'm done, I have lots of things to feast on. Speaking of exams and school, this is our side, right? But I think the Nigerian federal school system, to be specific, is strange. I like to use strange and weird these days because I think they are nicer words. It's really strange because it's been like 2 months of learning and we are already writing exams. It's not even up to 2 months if you really check it. It's like a month and a few weeks of learning. And by a few weeks I mean like 2 weeks or less of learning, and we're already writing exams. And I feel like it takes away the whole excitement of writing exams. I don't know if this worked for everybody, but like when I was in secondary school, primary school all the way up to secondary school, I had this excitement for school in general, right? Because I wanted to know stuff. Like, do you get like I was excited about learning new things, right? And then exams used to excite me in the sense that let me let me see if I actually understood whatever it is they taught me, or let me see if I really got it. Do you get? But now it's just like, let me do so pass, so please, my GPA, CGPA, that. And I feel like that's just what it is for everybody. That's just how it is for everybody, rather. Although there's the part of, okay, let me learn these things so that I actually know it. But it's, you rarely even have time to do that because before you know it, exams are coming and you're like, I don't want to fail, so let me just do so that I will pass. And I think it's strange. And I was telling someone the other day that I think we'll get to that point in life. Now at this point, everybody's doing their own. Nobody's sending in. I think we get to that point in life where people will want to raise their children without going through the whole education, like education process, not education process in they'll be uneducated or illiterate or something, but like the whole from primary schools to secondary school to university to this and to that. And I feel like there will come a time that this certificate will matter anymore. I do not know. This is just a fragment of my thoughts. Right. But not like they won't matter anymore. But it's not just going to be as necessary as it is now, because the way things are heading, except they become better or except they get better, right? The way things are going, I don't know anymore. See, I sound so sober talking about school. Students, greatest Nigerian students, to be precise. Um. Anyway, anyway. Speaking of school, rather, right? Picture this. So it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday, a random Tuesday morning in the week. And a certain person, which may or may not be me, decides that she's not going to go to class because she has plenty of things to do that day. Let's say your week started on Monday now, or let's say there's some things you couldn't do during the weekend, and Monday has already passed, and then there's Tuesday. And I was like, okay, it's me. All right. So I was like, um, let me stay back on Tuesday and do the things I had to do, so that I'll how the rest of the week will arrange now if you figure out the beginning of the week. Do you get that kind of thing? So I was like, okay, let me stay and finish up the things I had to do that day, right? That Tuesday. So I decided not to go to class. And the funny thing is this: the days I always miss class, things always happen, like crazy things, like really, really crazy things. The likes of Davido might decide to come to class to share biscuits. I don't know, fire will fall, brimstones, hailstones. Tinubu will come and give speech. Peter Obi will share Alawi for the student. This crazy things. So really crazy things used to happen, right? So what I used to do is, if selection takes attendance, I'm like, okay. If I used to tell my friends, like, if the coast is clear, like if you're not feeling hailstones on your body, if nobody has come to class, right? Or if everywhere looks normal, then you can sign for me. If not, don't just bother about it. And that particular Tuesday, right, this math lecturer, we had two classes that day. So this math lecturer was like that. He, for some reason, he decided to call out everybody's name on the list one by one to be sure of those that are in the class and those that are not in the class. So I think I'm number 4. I'm Shasha at the beginning on the class list. And he gets to my name and he calls me and he's not seeing me. And then everybody's looking at my friend like, and then she's trying to bail me out. Like, so she was here, she just left a few minutes ago. And the man's like, it's a lie. She was not here. She didn't come. Look at our signature. They're not matching. And this is that. And the funny thing is that this was like the first time I was missing this man's class. So what do you mean my signature are not matching? I don't understand you, sir. So I was like, okay. When she was telling me, I was like, I'm not surprised now. Of course, people will miss classes throughout the semester. Nothing will happen. But the day that I just decided that, okay, let me just fire before. And as usual, fire fail. Fast forward to another Friday in another week. That day, my class was by 11 a.m. The one and only class I have on Fridays was by 11 a.m. Is by 11 a.m. Whatever. So I decided that I was going to do something like early in the morning before I go to the class. So by 9 a.m. or past 9 a.m., I had left my hostel and I went to this place. Let us say I went to make my hair. Not like plenty hair, but let's just say I went to make cornrows or back. And then I went to the place. Nobody was there. Why is your shop not open by 9:30? Why? That's aside. So nobody was there, right? And I waited for a while because the plan was to do that and then get to class on time. I waited for a while and nobody was there. So like say like 10 past 10 a.m. Someone now finally came to attend to me. And so I just knew that it's either two things were going to happen. Either I was going to miss the class or I was going to be late, right? So time was going. And then 9:50, sorry, 10:50, then 11 o'clock, 11:10. I'm already texting my friends, like, what's going on? I'm writing tests. I read this. I've been doing quiz. What's happening? What's happening today? What's today's fire? What's falling today? So they're like, oh no, that the class is not even open. And I'm like, really? The class is not open? That's so strange because I'm not there now. The class is meant to be open. The supervisor is meant to come to the HOD. We come to class. So they're like, class is not open. I'm like, okay, 11 to 11:20. 11:20, I was monitoring. I was literally monitoring the situation. And they're like, oh, the class is open at all. The class is even open. I was like, really? For real? Like, this is so strange. Because normally, right, if I'm not there, crazy things will happen. But that was just one weird day. One weird day out of all the other days. Because all the time I used to go to class, things always happen. But I don't think I'll be trying myself any in the coming days. I don't think I'll be trying myself anymore. Because you never can tell. Because the thief didn't come, the owner didn't come that they don't mean they'll not catch the thief another time. Oh my god, though, I've digressed so much. Podcasts. Let's come back to podcasts. um this podcast thing, right? It still feels surreal to me. I'm going to be very honest. Some days when people walk up to me and they're like, oh, I listen to you. I'm like, really? Where? I mean, for dramatic effect, of course, I act like I don't know what they're talking about. But then, I mean, it feels good to look back at the title review for February and see that actually we had crossed off all the episodes we're supposed to cross off. Like we gave back to back, as we're supposed to. And it feels so good because there's the struggle. There's a struggle of just recording. I mean, when I listen to maybe like because I listen to podcasts a lot, right? And maybe my favorite podcaster has not sent out an episode. I'm like, that's not fair. Why you not consistent? Why can't you send out your episode? And Katie, until one day, Dixon and I had recorded an episode. I think that was our longest episode at the time. It was like an hour and a few minutes, and we had used like an hour 30 minutes or 2 hours set to record the episode, and we finished recording and we realized that the mic was no longer receiving signal. I mean the receiver the receiver was no longer receiving signal from the microphone. Like when we how you finished, we felt so accomplished. And we sat back and we're like, and we tried to play, and we're not hearing anything. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I just sat down for a while. I'm like, we're finding ourselves like, this is not possible. This is not possible. No. But I promise you, we had to re-record that episode. So like there's a struggle of trying to meet up with deadlines. And this is one of the reasons why Dixon said in the previous episode that we'll have to cut down our episodes from 2 a week to 1 a week because there are other things we're handling. And this was just supposed to be a hobby, something we're doing on the side. And as much as, okay, it is very serious and it's very important, we still have to keep up, with other stuff and with it too. So in the bid to stay consistent, we're going to have to cut our episodes to one episode per week, and we'll still deliver, trust us. But then if it actually feels so surreal, and the plans we have are not just, they're not small plans, right? We've seen the potential of where this is going, and we plan to take it, as far as it can get. So hopefully you're on this bus with us, for as long as this ride will be. I trust you. I trust you guys. Right. So moving forward, actually, we may or may not have to change our podcast name. This is because we don't want to be fighting with people later in life when we blow, because we found out later that there are other people we did not that deep podcasts, title. I say title. They have that as their name too. So we're thinking of changing the name to something that's, still a little bit related. So this is just us putting it out there, right? That if, you have any suggestions for us, you can, reach out to us on X, Instagram, any of our social media pages, and let us know what you think. WhatsApp or something. Just reach out to us like, oh, suggest a name. We may use it, we may not use it. You never can tell. We'll now announce it that it's you that named our podcast. Think about it. But yeah, we're trying to work on something actually. So we're just putting it out there so that when it happens, you'll not be surprised. We're trying to work on something. We're trying to see how we can um um no, just to avoid trouble, avoid problems, unnecessary issues in the nearest future. So trying to see how we can change the name. And we're asking for your help. Yeah, so if you have suggestions, then let us know. Thank you. And thank you too for sticking with us this far. I mean, it's so easy to give up on up and coming. It's just like how people give up on up and coming artists. It's so easy to just decide not to, right? But some of you are like the OGs. You see, and most especially those people that send their feedback. I love you guys so much. Those people that they comment on Spotify, they comment on X, sending their reviews. It's like it helps a lot. Really, it's like energy boost because we may send out an episode, we're not really feeling it or feeling too good about it, and then so it's like, oh my god, I wrote down the movie recommendations, I wrote down the book recommendation, I'm going to check this out, I'm going to read this, I'm going to do that, and it's like, oh my god, okay, so people actually enjoyed this, all right, like it's not like we're going to stop doing it anyway if you don't give us feedback, but like it's just helps to keep us going. So please send in your feedback, please. We each our ears each to hear your feedback, please. So don't hesitate. Don't worry, we don't bite. I promise. Yeah. And yes, please follow us on our social media pages. Please follow us on our social media pages so you stay updated now. You see what's going on, you see what we have. So, because honestly, we have lots of things planned out. Trust us, we have lots of things planned out. There's going to be a listeners connect one time on X. We're going to be doing quizzes, we're going to be doing really exciting things, right? And you should follow us on our social media pages so that you stay up to date and you know what's happening. You will know what's happening. But thank you so much for sticking with us this far. It's comforting to know that we have people like you around that will be with us till whenever our fare finish inside this bus, because things are expensive. But we'll buy extra fare, we'll keep going, we have to keep moving. Oh my god. Okay. But thank you for listening to me on this particular episode. Thank you for listening to Doja's interlude. But I want to end this particular episode explaining something that you did not ask about. But you may be curious about it, but maybe not just know how to ask. My full name, my real name is Doja. So Doja is a Yoruba name. I hope I pronounced Yoruba right. If I did not, please forgive me. So Doja, is a Yoruba name. And it means I do not like to explain the meaning of the name to people because they have a very strange look on their face when I tell them that Oja means markets and Ade means crown. They're like, what? Crown the market? Crown the this, that? So I just tell them, if they just ask me, what's the meaning of your name? I say, go and check Google. And Google will just tell you something like, the crown is valuable. And that's actually what it means. But if you translate it literally, it's like Ade Doja. The crown is in the market. That's like the literal translation. But it actually means that, the crown is in the market. The crown wants to be bought by people. The crown is seen as valuable. Do you get that kind of thing? That's what the name means. And that's where the Doja is from. I'm just putting this out there so that I'll not be, giving off the wrong impression. Right? Because this thing where, let's say you shorten your name and the pronunciation changes. Like the pronunciation in the short form now changes. So it's like Ade Doja. It's meant to be Doja if you are really looking at it well. But everybody just sees DOJ and the first thing that comes to their mind is Doja. And I'll allow you. I mean, it's fine. It's all right. I think I have come to the end of this episode. And I do not want to explain how was it difficult? It was to put this together or finally record this. And thank you for staying with me for the past few minutes. And I hope you still continue to stay with us for as long as this will last. Toodles. Bye.